This was a time before names, before language learned how to shape feelings, before the earth softened for mankind, a time when humans still carried the faces of monkeys, and monkeys had begun to dream like humans in this forgotten age. Love did not speak, it endured. He was known only by sound, a low, rough grunt the tribe used when calling him. His body was strong, carved by hunger and danger. Broad shoulders, long arms, bent posture, his face half monkey, half man, heavy brow, wide nose, deep-set eyes. But those eyes, they did not belong to an animal. They watched, they remembered, they worried. He lived with his mate near a broken stone ridge, where the wind screamed like a living thing. She walked beside him, smaller, thinner. Her face softer, but still marked by the wild fur along her arms. Sharp cheekbones, intelligent eyes. She carried life inside her. She was pregnant, and the world did not care. He noticed the change before anyone else. Her steps slowed, her breathing grew shallow. Her hunger never ended. One night, as they huddled near dying embers, she placed his hand on her swollen belly and sighed. Something moved. Not fear. Future. The man did not smile. Smiling was rare in this age. Instead, he looked toward the dark forest. He understood something instinctively. From this moment on, he would eat last, or not at all. Food grew scarce. The rain stopped. Rivers shrank into muddy veins. Animals migrated or died. Each morning, he left before sunrise. Stone spear in hand, empty stomach, burning like fire. He fought the land itself. He chased prey until his lungs screamed. He dug roots until his fingers bled. He stole eggs from nests guarded by death. Once, a giant hyena caught his scent. Its jaws crushed bone. He did not run. He climbed up bare hands. Broken nails. The hyena waited below for hours. He waited longer because his mate needed food, because inside her, something listened to his heartbeat. Then came the storms. Cold rains turned to knives. Winds tore shelters apart. Nights froze skin and soul. His mate grew weak. Her body shook. Her breath came in shallow gasps. One night, the fire died. The cold came in. He wrapped himself around her, using his body as shield. The cold bit into his back. His muscles cramped. His vision blurred. Still, he did not move. If he slept, she might freeze. If he froze, she might live. That was the choice. On the 7th hunger day, he found tracks near the last waterhole. Large. Dangerous. A horned beast. Huge. Fast. Angry. The man followed anyway. The hunt was chaos. Dust. Blood. Pain. The beast charged. The spear struck, but not deep enough. The horn tore his side open. Warm blood poured down his leg. Still, he did not release the spear. With a final scream that was not language but will, the beast fell. He collapsed beside it, laughing, crying, bleeding. He carved meat until his hands shook. Then he dragged what he could step by step back to the ridge. The child came. During the coldest night, snow fell where snow had never fallen before. His mate screamed not in pain, but in effort. The man held her, spoke sounds with no meaning but comfort. The child emerged small, covered in blood. Alive, a boy. He cried a sharp, piercing sound. The man froze. He had never heard such a sound before. Not from animals. Not from wind. Not from earth. This sound was new. They named him Kabul, a sound meaning the one who arrived. Kabul was weak, too small, too quiet. Milk was scarce. Warmth was never enough. The man hunted injured. Each step pain. Each breath fire. Once, he collapsed in the forest. Darkness came. In that darkness, he saw nothing. No gods. No visions. Only His mate's eyes, only the child's cry. He woke, screaming, and crawled back with food in his teeth like an animal, but he did not care. Animals survived. So would his family. One morning, Cabo did not cry. He watched, eyes wide, focused. When his father moved, the child followed him with his gaze, not instinct. Recognition. The man felt something strange. Preda. Feeling with no word yet, Cabo grasped his finger. His grip was strong, stronger than it should have. Then. The seasons turned. Cabo survived. Then thrived. He would grow straighter. Think faster. Question the world. He would walk farther than his father ever could. He would carry something ancient, the memory of sacrifice written into his bones, because before heroes, before kings, before history, there was a monkey-faced man who endured storms, beasts, hunger, and pain so that hope could take its first breath. And his name was Cabo. Cabo grew slowly, slower than other children, but his eyes never stopped moving. While others chased insects or threw stones in anger, Cabo sat near the fire. Watching. He watched how flames leaned when the wind spoke, how shadows moved before danger arrived, how animals followed paths that never changed. His father noticed. First. The old man's back was bent now. Scars crossed his chest like forgotten battles. When Cabo looked at the world, it was not with fear, it was with questions. One evening, Cabo picked up a broken stone, not sharp. Not heavy. Useless. He turned it in his hands. Then he struck it once, twice against another rock. A clean edge appeared. Sharp. Sharper than anything his father had ever carried. Cabo held it out. His eyes. Father took it, tested it against bark. Bark split. Clean. The old man froze. His wife watched from the fire. Cabo did not smile, only watched their faces. That night, the tribe ate faster. Cleaner. And something changed. Cabo walked farther than the others. Not chasing, prey following it. He memorized footprints. Learned which bent grass meant fresh, which broken branch meant danger. He placed stones to mark paths. Simple. Quiet. Genius. His mother followed him once. She saw how he avoided noisy ground. How he waited for wind before moving. She touched his head gently. Pride of feeling now understood. Cabo learned fire, not fear. Control. He fed it dry grass first. Then wood. He learned how to keep embers alive through the night. One stormy evening, when rain tried to kill the flame, Cabo shielded it with stone. Fire lived. His father stared. Fire had always been chance. Now it was choice. Old shelter always collapsed. Wind took it. Rain broke it. Cabo changed that. He watched fallen trees. Not how they fell, but why. He stacked stones wide at the base. Wood above. Mud packed tight. The shelter did not move. Storm came. Wind
push harder,
screamed. The home stood. For the first time, the night did not enter with teeth. His mother slept without shivering. His father rested without gripping a spear. Cabo knew they were still weak. Strength alone had nearly killed his father too many times. So Cabo thought. He shaped wood, sharpened stone, bound them with sinew, a spear that flew straighter, blade that cut deeper, a trap simple, stones balanced. One step, and gravity finished the fight. The first beast fell without a scream. The father did not cheer. He stood silently, hands trembling. He had fought monsters his whole life. His son had outsmarted one. Cabo did not command. He showed. Placed tools in his father's hands, adjusted his grip, waited. Patiently. He showed his mother how to dry meat. Longer. How to store it high from animals. They listened, because It worked up the tribe watched from afar. A boy with monkey human face, teaching adults how to live better. One morning, his father failed to lift a spear. Age had won. Kabil stepped forward. He had it alone, returned with food, placed it gently before his parents. No pride. No words. Just action. His father touched Kabil's chest. History never told you about this prehistoric child, then his own, then the sky. Gesture older than language. You go farther than I ever could. Epilogue. When survival became future, Akabil stood outside their home at sunset. Stone tools by his side. Fire alive behind him, parents safe within. He did not know the word civilization, but he had started it. From hunger to planning. From fear to understanding. From beast to thinker. And one day his children would walk even farther, because Kabil taught stone to think.